Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Nick's Quick Bits. Today we're going to be going through tapping, finger tapping more importantly, kind of how we tap with our picking hand, what frets we tap on, how to make it sound good, and the mechanics involved in actually doing it. And I'm going to give you 4 really key exercises that I feel are really going to help you improve your finger tapping. Yeah, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so I'm going to assume as you're watching this video that you already know the basic fundamentals of tapping and how we do it. But to go over those things briefly, I use my thumb and my little finger and third finger for a bit of stability, and I hammer on or tap with my middle finger, and I tap and try and pull up to get that leverage. Some people tap with their index finger, I tap with my middle finger, you find your preference. And the first little exercise that we're going to be going through today is based around the A minor pentatonic. We're going to be holding the 5th fret and the 8th fret with our first finger and our third finger. And we're going to be tapping the 12th fret with my middle finger. You can use your index finger if you like. So the way that we do it is we're going to tap 12, pull off to 5, hammer on to 8, pull back off to 5. And we're going to repeat that sequence. So we have 4 notes in the space of a beat. So we're playing in semiquavers. So we have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and And I'm just making sure that I'm hammering on hard enough, first of all, tapping hard enough with my second finger, pinging that finger off, and hammering on and pulling off hard with my left hand as well. That's really the fundamentals of tapping. You really want to be hammering on almost like you're picking the string again, so you can just continuously go all day without having to, or without losing any of that sound. Okay, we're going to go through that exercise. I'm going to be playing it slowly, then a bit quicker, and then a bit quicker. I'll chuck the BPMs up on the screen and try and follow it in your own time and include it in your own practice. Okay then, on to exercise 2. So this one's really similar to the one that we just done, but it's a little bit more musical because we all love playing musically. Now, I'm going to be tapping on 12 again, pull off to 5, hammer on to 8, pull off to 5. We're going to do that 4 times. And this time we're going to move up our tapping hand to 13. Going to play the F. And we're going to stay exactly the same. We're going to be doing 13, pull off 5, hammer on 8, pull off 5. We're going to repeat that 4 times, playing as semiquavers as well. And then we're going to be going back to fret 12, where we started. And then our last movement is going to be our left hand. That's going to be going down to 4 and 7, still tapping on 12. Again, put the distortion on for this one because tapping always sounds better with a bit of distortion. And give this one a go. Again, I'll play it slow, medium, fast, and yeah, see how you find that one. Exercise 3. So this one's a little bit different. We're going to be playing a little bit melodic, and we're going to be moving our left and our right hands a little bit more to get a slightly different sound, a little bit more interesting. Now, we're also going to be changing the pattern of which we are tapping and hammering and pulling off. Previously, we would be doing tapping, pulling off to our first finger, hammering on to our third finger, and pulling off back to our first finger. So that's what we were doing previously. This time, we're going to be tapping, pulling off to our third finger, and then pulling off to our first finger, and hammering on back to our third finger. So it's a little bit different as opposed to, you need to make sure both fingers are down to make that wave type effect that we want to hear. Now, into what we're playing. We are starting on the 13th fret with our tap, and we are going to 13, pulling off to 5, and then pulling off to 3, and then hammering on back onto 5, and we're repeating that 4 times. Then our left hand is moving up to 5 and 7, and our tapping hand moving down to 12. And that same pattern. Then we're going up to 10 and 8, and our tapping hand is going up to 15. And to finish, we're going up to 12 and 10 and 17 with our tapping hand. There we go. So just to recap, we are 13, 5 and 3, 12, 8 and 5, 15, 10 and 8, 17, 12 and 10. And again, I'll play through them slow, medium and quick, and add it to your arsenal and see how you get on with that one. Alright then guys, in this last tapping exercise we're going to be utilising the open B string this time. So we're going to be tapping and pulling off to the B string quite a bit, that fret 0, and we're going to be tapping on the 12th fret as well. And we're going to be running up the B natural minor scale with our left hand. It's a 12-note phrase, and there's a little pickup 0 just before beat 1. So it kind of sounds like this. That's the exercise. And then you'd move on, so that was C and D of the B natural minor. We'll then move on to D and C, so we're doing 3, and we're moving up to 5. And what I'm doing with my tapping is I'm pulling off, so I'm hearing the 2nd fret, hammering on, in this case now 7, pulling off to 0, tapping on, pulling off, hammering on to 5, pulling off to 0, and tapping and pulling off. So that's kind of our 12-note phrase, and we're going to be going from 3 and 2, 5 and 3, 7 and 5, 8 and 7, 10 and 8, and we're finishing on 12. So it looks a little bit like this, slowly. So just running up that B natural minor scale and utilizing that 0 fret and the 12th fret when we're tapping, and we're going back to fret 0 every time as we're pulling off with our left hand. Again, I'll play it slow, medium and fast for you, see how you get on with it. And that's about it for the 4 tapping exercises that I feel you should be including in your practice to try and improve your tapping. Enjoy. And that about covers it for finger tapping on the guitar, kind of how to do it and a couple of exercises to go along with it. I hope you picked up a few bits. Sit down and practice it. Start slow, always start slow. Build up speed over time. And once you get the coordination down, it's not that difficult. Yeah, give it a go and let me know in the comments how you get on. Please like and subscribe. And share it if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.